I mean, I didn't even know before I was saved. I used to listen to some Christian rap, and I listened to it, and I'm not gonna say no names or nothing, but I listened to it and I was like, honestly, that's sweet.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Why am I gonna put down my brother Lynch and my X-Rated and for this? Nah, I ain't feeling that. I can't roll to that. That ain't me. But when somebody came out with some heat that was talking about what I was going through, you know what I mean? Not talking about what the Bible said this, the Bible said that, but when they grabbed me as far as saying something about the streets or something that I was going through and then told me how to overcome that situation, that's when they grabbed me.
Sure.
Just another neighborhood child, grew up in the midst of the struggle. Was fed violence through my eye, began to instant hustle. Was left for dead, just another knucklehead in the system. I graduated with strict credentials, my mom was in prison, still having visions of the hammer cocking back and then blast. Every time I close my eyes, I see the casket as I pass. Why did the bullet hit him? I really miss him. Give me one more second with my homies so I can convert him to a Christian. We were second, God was still there. When we were shipping nights, tripping off the red and blue and representing street life. But when them studs find them thugs cry, and they was down to get him up until he pulled from the waistline. And every dream that he had, it was laid to rest. I wish my homie were best, make he rest in peace. And if I don't see it tomorrow, this is the daily news, I brought it to you true.
I gotta go back and I gotta reach them any way I can. And God gave us this tool of music and it's working. So I'm gonna keep that going.
You could be here today, gone tomorrow. I know you see the signs of the times, hurt, stress, pain, and sorrow. Trying to follow many mistakes that the homies made. Escalate, they don't come cheap. I gotta get paid, minds are slaves. Searching for peace, but we lost the way. Misdirected, full of confusion, we need to pray. Homies is dying, not to mention mothers is crying. Turn on the news, black on black crime is rising, slowly dividing. Until we labeled as the weakest link. Rather blaze the blunt up, homie, than take the time to think ignorance stinks. And we rig of a rope, spiritually projecting crisis into souls in the comas.
Now I lay me down to sleep. We in the last days, homie, go and grab the heat. I speaks the word like the baseline grabs the beat. Attention to all my soldiers, come and rise to your feet. We watch the sky, tell me where you ride or die. Sink and fly, be going in the blink of an eye. Tell me why, see why it got to be like that. Chasing the facts, dodging the straps, and don't look back. We're living in the last days. Turn on the TV, watch the news. I check it on the front page. Don't be amazed by the killers, the stealers, the homeless Ellis in the cemetery dwellers, the cemetery
Life is short, it just takes longer to die. Poverty and suicide is at an all-time high. It's unspeakable. They don't see it, but they act like it ain't there. Cutting single mother families off of welfare. They view the hood as reality TV. Looks good from afar, but in actuality, it's the best way to kill the poor. Put us all together, take away the hope, and then give them a liquor store. Open your eyes, if you don't, then no one will. Ignorance is a disease, here, take the pill. And if I could, I would. Somebody should take the money we put overseas back in the hood. Cause broken families all-time high. Cause they pops in jail, mom's in stress, so she stay all the time high. And we living in the last days, last days, last days.
Stuck in the middle of a hard place. The crime rates in the skyscraper. The media and the newscast can't tolerate the fact that we living in the jungle. Too many obituaries of homies that we lost to the struggle. We steady living in the fast lane. It's like a million gallons of venom is being pumped through the veins. That's why we ride for the streets and die for the streets. Hating cops, increasing the beat and playing for keeps. I really miss the homies sometimes. Pour out a fifth of gin, hoping that the time will rewind. So if I have to die today or tomorrow, please help my family make it through all the sorrow. The last day.
I can't sit back and say, I'm gonna let the church go and get my homies out the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let the church go in here and get them because it'll never get done. I mean, I hate to say that, but it'll never get done.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, we out here, you know what I'm saying, in this world grinding, trying to get everybody, you know what I'm saying, right. You know what I'm saying? Leaving them with a positive message and a positive attitude. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we out there trying to just grind and just hustle, you know what I'm saying, in the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? We ride by this.
Movie times, this world is disappointing, and one could wonder is there any hope? Cause time is running out, homie, and we living in them last days, last days. From the obituaries classified to movie times, this world is disappointing, and one could wonder is there any hope? Cause time is running out, and we living in them last days, last days.
I know that there's a reason that we had to go through the street life and being shot at, you know what I'm saying, and being poor and you know what I'm saying, living in a house full of rats and roaches, you know what I'm saying. I know there was a purpose for us to go through that so we can